Good afternoon, guys. It is March 2nd, 2020. In this video here, I'm going to be basically going off on just a rant. Really. And I don't mean to offend anyone or anything like that, but I'm just going to talk about the way the appliance industry is going. I do not like how unreliable machines are. And what I mean by that is people are barely getting 5 years out of machines. Like washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, stoves, whatever, And people are paying like $700 to $1,000 to $2,000 for some of these, and they're barely even getting the 5 years out of them, or 10 years. They should last at least 10 to 15 years. And this really just kind of sparked something in me because I was watching this thing online about appliances breaking down and stuff, and just kind of like a consumer point of view where they talk about that. And my biggest issue that I've noticed is, well, first off, I saw like so many different things that really stood out to me that just didn't make any sense. First off, they're not making them like they used to. That is for sure. This is just sad to me. And the worst part is that when the consumers need service or repairs, the manufacturers make a ton of excuses and they're not willing to stand behind their products. This is absolutely unacceptable. And worst of all, people are paying up to $2,000 or more for a machine that breaks down, and then the customer service is crappy. I am darn sick of this. Absolutely disgusted with this. And you want to know something that really would improve the planet and make our environment better, is to stop making this garbage in the first place. Everybody's talking about, oh, let's get green, let's go green. Let's do things that are better for the environment. And these energy efficient washers and dryers and blah, blah, blah are going to do great and help. What a bunch of baloney! But people are not even standing up for this and saying that they're having to throw these things out. And this is the other problem that I've noticed, is parts are like not really available, and then they say, oh, well, it's for the consumer's safety. That is a lot of hoo-ha. I'm sorry, that's just an excuse. totally. And I even saw an interview with somebody who was looking over the manufacturers and stuff. She was just talking about like, oh yeah, well we are trying to make them better. We are trying, you know. No, they're not. They're not trying hard enough. I'll tell you that. Because if so many people are having issues and nothing is being done about it, I'm telling you, I would be angry if I were a customer. And you know what? I am not afraid to say something like, I'm having this issue with my refrigerator. This is absolutely unacceptable. And if they ask, well, what do you need us to do? What can we do? I would say, I need you to either fix this fridge or give me a fridge that doesn't do this. We're talking a fridge that's only 2 years old. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can totally see my frustration here. Again, I am not upset with anyone. I am just upset with the appliance industry and the manufacturers to begin with because we are going downhill so fast. We we have a GE washer and dryer that we bought new in 2005. And other than a tiny bit of wear and tear, they're still running perfectly, pretty much. Some of these people are barely even getting 3 years out of a washer and dryer. This is just wrong, okay? Plain and simple, just wrong. You take the consumer's money, you put all this hype out there, and you just leave the consumer to deal with what they need to. This is not acceptable. My biggest frustration and my biggest gripe is how much waste this produces. Because when people talk about, oh, let's protect the environment, let's do all this, you know, these appliances are becoming less and less and less repairable. They're almost becoming defective straight from the factory. And this is absolutely disgusting to me. If you want to make good money, please stand behind your products, support your customers with at least a 7-year warranty that covers major parts, and stand behind your products and supply the parts. Because when we're having to throw out entire machines into the landfill, what is that doing for our environment? That is way more harmful than using a little bit more water or a little bit more electricity. Appliances are outrageously expensive, and the quality is just not there anymore. I am absolutely disgusted with the appliance industry. And like I said, I am not afraid to say something like, I need you to either fix this fridge or give me a fridge that doesn't do this within the span of 5 years. Because I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like a whiny, crazy person, but if I paid good money and a lot of money for an appliance that is supposed to be serving a simple function that everybody needs, I should not have to deal with that crap. It's very, very, very frustrating. And I have seen cases where they don't supply the parts or they are making excuses like, oh, we don't have that part in yet. We're still waiting for it. For 1 to 2 months or more. Would you like to go 1 or 2 months without a working refrigerator? Or without a working washer or dryer? The answer has to be no, because that's an inconvenience and it's frustrating. This this poor customer service and crappy manufacturing has got to stop. Has got to stop. Where do we draw the line? Where do we end how crappy everything can be made and how cheap and disposable everything can be made? Now, if you were spending like, $100, $200 on an appliance or something, that's one thing, you know. But if you're spending 500, 1,000, 1,500, $2,000 or more, I demand reliability. I demand reliability. It's not an option. It is not an option. Let me repeat that. It is not an option. I paid that money to have a product that works and that I can rely on. People can't even rely on their appliances anymore. And that's disgusting. My cousin just told me that she has a fridge that's 2 years old and just defrosts whenever it feels like it. How would that feel to you? That would suck. To not even be able to trust your refrigerator to work. That was never an issue 10, 15, 20 years ago. These appliances should have a minimum lifespan of 10 to 15 years, no less than that. These manufacturers are becoming so greedy and ignorant and just ignoring their customers. I'm telling you, I am not going to give these manufacturers any business who aren't willing to stand behind their products. Because If you're not willing to serve the customer, why should I pay you money? Why? It's pointless. It's frustrating. You waste so much time, you waste so much money as a consumer, and you can't even trust anything to do its job for you. And for anybody who says, oh, well, it's for the consumer safety and blah, 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 what a bunch of baloney. I'm sorry. What a bunch of crap. I tell ya, I dream of trying to improve the appliance industry. Even if there was 1 to 2 good manufacturers. But right now, it seems like everything is going down the toilet. And it's sad to know that just 10, 15 years ago, you used to be able to get a washer and dryer that would actually work and last and not break down very easily. You used to get a refrigerator that would work for you as long as you took care of it. You used to be able to get a dishwasher that would actually wash your dishes. And nowadays, that's kind of hard to find. And I'm telling you, I am not happy with that at all. You can call me spoiled all you want, but really, at the end of the day, if I'm spending a lot of money on a machine that I worked hard for, I demand reliability. It's not an option. It's not, do you want reliability? You have to have reliability. And if you can't rely on a machine, then what's the point in actually buying one in the first place? And especially if it's expensive and the manufacturers won't even stand behind it and they give excuses and treat the customers like dirt. This has got to stop, you guys. It's got to stop. Appliance manufacturers, if you are listening to me, please stop the stupidity. It is outrageous, and it is about time that you step up your game and treat your customers well. You want good income and good business? Treat your customers well and listen to your customers. Okay. There's my rant. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos.